I think from an emotional point of view and an authentic point of view, it's kind of what emotional stories can we get that people will, I think, love and kind of inspire them to be active. And when we talk about our purpose, which is to enrich people's lives through activeness, we've got to show stories that really do that in a really meaningful way. And I think there's such a kind of preconception and history around our industry which talks about obvious things like body beautiful and all of the cliches that sit around kind of perpetuating a world of what we look like and how thin we should all be. And it's not, activeness isn't about that, it's about a state of mind. It's about, there is a physicality to it, of course, and at some levels that is about the way you look. But there's lots of different variations in my mind as to what those goals might be for our members. Activeness is a thing that we own as Virgin Active because we're trying to redefine what being active is for people. Because gym has always been so potentially one-dimensional in people's minds. And whereas we have such a plethora of things in our clubs that can offer you so many different opportunities to be active. And I think if you look across the board from kind of yoga to Pilates to the kids offering in Club V to power plates to just actually relaxing, and going into the lounge and having a cup of coffee with your friends, and the social environment of the third space that our clubs have become in recent years, we haven't even got off the first floor in terms of what we can offer. We're not even quite on the training floor yet. And when you get onto the training floor, people's perceptions, as I say, because a large percentage of that is a perpetuation of that. So it's about big guys with big guns, in the weights area, kind of dropping weights all over the place. Yes, of course there is a piece of that, but that's a very, that's a percentage piece of our world. So I think, getting back to the advert, the thing has to do a much bigger job in my mind. When you look at the kind of microcosm of what's in each of, or the sort of the members in each of our clubs, there's a melting pot of an amazing kind of rainbow nation that sits in there with no hassles from the outside world. They all kind of get along because they've all got one purpose, and that's to be active. So that coming together of things and that kind of, I suppose, beautiful kind of what everyone wants South Africa to be actually exists in our clubs majority of the time. And so, this advert was an example of, I don't see it as an opportunity for us to tell a story that hasn't been told yet. It's an opportunity to tell a story that needs to be told. This is possibly the purest version of anything we've done. I would absolutely agree with that, because we let the director and specifically the director, because he came with such a great vision, A, being an amazing director, and B, being a surfer, that we wanted that authentic story. We didn't want anything to get in the way of that. And we had a very loose storyboard in terms of the script we had from the guys was very good, but the reality is that is a skeleton of getting us to the end point.